George Cooper Physiotherapy has been in Stansted for the last 3 years. George comes from a professional football background where he worked with professional football teams for 15 years.
Hi, I'm George Cooper. I'm a chartered physiotherapist with a specialist interest in sports injuries. I've been a chartered physio since 1997. From there I've been to a number of Premier League football clubs where I was head of medical and the head physiotherapist, and gained vast experience working with elite athletes, top knee, ankle, joint specialists and radiographers, and I learned a lot from the best along the way. I live in Stansted, and so it was quite important to me that I wanted to work in my local village and be part of the community. And so I set up the George Cooper Physiotherapy practice right in the heart of the village so that I could be part of that community. As you come into the physiotherapy practice, you'll be greeted by the receptionist where you have to fill out some information just to tell us what kind of pre-existing conditions you may have had that may help us diagnose the injury that you have. From the waiting room, you'll be taken up into a treatment room where we were taking a subjective assessment and really listen to what you feel your problem is and really get to the bottom of where your injury has occurred to get to the root of the problem. We are conventionally trained physiotherapists here. We have a lot of experience working with the public and with elite athletes. Along my time working with professional athletes in professional sport, I managed to work with some very clever diagnostic machinery that I wanted to bring into the private practice that isn't openly available in most physiotherapy clinics. One of the best tools is an ultrasound scanning machine. Having the benefits of having our own ultrasound scanning machine here and the ability for me to look at injuries at a deeper level means that we don't have to send patients off with long waiting lists to get ultrasound scans either privately or through their GP. We can get it done all in one session. We are all trained here to use the foot scan system, which we've invested in heavily, whereby patients can walk across a platform and it gives you tangible visual feedback immediately and information that we can measure and compare to see where your injury is actually coming from and how we can correct it by using orthotics, coupled with a rehabilitation program that can be done either in the clinic but most likely home-based or in your local gym.
Our typical patient rehabilitation-wise, after they've seen George and they've had treatment for their, let's say, lower back or their knee. So for their lower back, they'll do some Pilates-based back work on the mat. Once they've gone through those exercises and their back and core are nice and strong, take them down into the gym and do more functional exercises to get them back to where they want to be.
The rehabilitation process isn't restricted to the body part or the injury that's been treated. We focus on the body as a whole and not just the injury. We use OSA bracing at the physiotherapy practice. They are the bracing of choice from top orthopaedic surgeons. They can be used instead of surgery, but mostly we use them for post-operative care. Kinesio tape is widely used throughout professional sport and is the tape of choice amongst most elite athletes. One of the main benefits of kinesio tape is that while it's in situ giving structure and support to a joint or a muscle, it allows pathology to heal underneath.
A patient should come and see me at George Cooper Physiotherapy if they have an injury to whether it's their muscles, bones, ligaments, tendons, a variety, or if they've had a fracture or nerve pain, a variety of things that we can see. Even things that people aren't commonly as aware of, such as migraines and headaches. We see that quite a lot as well. So then accordingly would go on and treat with clinically based, evidence-based practice, using the best treatments to get them better as soon as possible.
We believe heavily in functional movements in physiotherapy rehab. One of the most pioneering machines available on the market at the moment is the Vertimax machine. Using this machine is to be able to rehabilitate the whole body, focusing on one joint which is specific to a movement that you use in your activity. It benefits the patient by giving you a cardiovascular workout and strengthening of a particular joint. Part of the progression of the George Cooper Physiotherapy Clinic will see the ability for us to be able to perform steroid injections to injuries and also to be able to prescribe medicines going forwards.
I came to see George 2 or 3 times, and within a matter of weeks really I was back up to running and getting back to normal.
No doubt, I mean he's a very skilled and very talented, in my view, physiotherapist.
And since having the treatment he's
lived up to everything he's promised.
Patients choose the George Cooper Physiotherapy Clinic predominantly because of my past of working with professional athletes, but usually on the back of recommendation from patients that have been to us that are happy with the treatment that they've had. It's clear that we're a progressive practice with up-to-date technology and a very personal touch.